You've probably been there, right? Someone asks, "So, what do you do all day?" And your mind just goes blank. It's such a simple question, but man, it can be tough to answer on the spot. Well, in the next few minutes, we are going to fix that for good. We're going to learn a super simple way to describe your workday with total confidence. Okay, let's jump right in.
So yeah, how do you describe your workday in English? It's a really common challenge. You want to sound natural, you want to sound professional, but sometimes the words just don't quite show up. But the good news is there's actually a pretty simple formula for this, and we're going to break it all down right now.
All right, let's start with the absolute basics, the building blocks. We're going to look at 4 really essential phrases that, honestly, form the foundation for describing a ton of different jobs. These are the core things many of us do. Let's get into it.
First up, where does the workday begin? For, like, almost all of us? Right here. The very first thing so many of us do is open that inbox. So the phrase is simple. I check emails. It's direct, it's classic, and it's the perfect way to start.
Okay, next. Something we can all relate to. Whether it's a video call or sitting around a real table, a huge chunk of any modern job is meetings. And the phrase for that? I attend meetings. It's clear, professional, and absolutely essential vocabulary. What about when you need to actually, talk to someone directly? A client, a coworker, a supplier? Doesn't matter. The phrase is, I make phone calls. It's simple, it's active, and it perfectly describes this part of your day.
And finally, how do you actually show the results of all that hard work? You've got to capture it in writing, right? Whether it's just a quick update or some deep analysis, you say, I write reports. This one is so key for showing what you contribute.
Okay, so let's just see them all together one more time. I check emails, I attend meetings, I make phone calls, and I write reports. Boom. This is your core toolkit, your starter pack. So the big question is, how do we string these together so it sounds smooth and natural? Well, that's exactly what's next. Now, for the magic that pulls it all together. See, knowing the words is step 1, but the real key to sounding like a native speaker is the grammar. And hey, don't worry, this is not going to be some boring, complex lesson. There's really just one simple rule you need that makes all the difference. And here is the secret weapon, the present simple tense. It sounds fancy, but all it means is this is the tense we use for routines and habits, things that happen over and over. And what is a workday if not a routine? So this is the only tense you need for this. Let's look at a perfect example of this in action. Check out this sentence. It starts with every day. That's our signal that this is a routine. And then it just uses our vocabulary in that simple tense. I check emails and attend meetings. See, it's really that easy. Okay, so you've got the vocabulary and you've got the one simple grammar rule. You have all the pieces of the puzzle. So what's next? You guessed it. Now it is your turn to put this into practice and actually describe your own workday.
And here's a super simple 3-step plan to do it. Step 1, just choose the activities from our list that actually fit your job, or hey, add your own. Step 2, remember the secret weapon, use the present simple tense. And finally, step 3, build your sentence. You could start with every day or on a typical day, and then just list your activities.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, you now have a really simple but incredibly powerful framework to tell the story of your workday. And it's more than just a list of boring tasks, right? It's about communicating your professional life with clarity and, most importantly, with confidence.
And that brings us to one last thought. We've gone over all the common stuff, but let's be real. Every single job has something that makes it different. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Beyond the emails and meetings, what is the one activity that makes your workday truly unique? Because that's where your real story begins.